All right, let's get a chat dock going. There we go. Boom. Chat dock. All right. Let's glue eyes. We'll put red eyes on these crappie looking ones. Way too much glue on there. You really don't need a lot of glue. So we'll take some of that glue and we'll put it over here. Take some more off. And we're going to put red eyes on. Oh, you really can't see those, can you? So wait till we go to a non-green bait. We're just going to sort of use a toothpick and position the eye right in its little socket, just like that. You can't see this. It's a green bait, Mike. We're using green screen. Turn green screen off. You can see my little studio. I'll probably do that. Turn the green screen off. Do 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 do. Filters green off. There we go. Green screen is off, and there you go. Let's widen this. Make it as wide. Match it. I think I matched it. All right, there we go. Voila. All right, so these are the baits, actually. Without green screen, you can actually see those. We just put red eyes on that. So I'm going to flip them over and do it again on that side. And just like a fraction of a drop. This is super glue, so I mean, you really don't need a lot of glue at all. Because remember, epoxy is going to go over it. So we're just going to take some of the red eye. We got a toothpick. Position it right down in that little socket. And that is that. Let's do it to this one. And voila. You got yourself a cute little crappie. All right, now we got these. I wanted to go silver, but let's. We got 4 here. Let's see if I got. Yeah, I got some more of those. Boom. I'm going to put silver eyes on this. So we're going to put just. Hey, Trenton. This is just Gorilla Super Glue. So, just Gorilla Glue. Works really good. Tip's a little messy, but that's alright. Just clean the tip every once in a while. And we're going to put some silver eyes on this. Yeah, it's not, there's no real science to faking an eye out. I just want a good contrast. Something that goes with the bait. You know, and this is this particular bait, it's got a silver underbelly to it. So going with a silver eye kind of ties it in a bit. And voila. Got yourself a cute little bait. So I'm going to flip that over. These will have to cure for a few hours, so tonight I can put some clear coat on it, some epoxy clear coat on this. Because epoxy and super glue, they don't go together very well. So they don't mix, so they usually will create this horrible look. And voila. You know, people, when you buy baits like this, and a guy like me makes it, you really don't realize all the, I mean, the personal touches we do with these. And it's more than just an eye or a paint or anything like that. But, you know, you got to put split rings on it, got to put hooks on it. What do we got here? Ooh, we got some yellow eyes that look good, really good with these yellow and red. So we're going to put some yellow eyes on this one. That'll look really cool because I put so much red around the eye socket, it'll make the yellow eyes pop a little bit. Yeah, that looks real good. That looks real good. So next week, we'll get back out on the water. Finally, spring fishing. If you subscribe to my Facebook page, actually, I don't usually do a lot of Facebook lives, but this morning I did on how to fish Lake of the Woods. So, cold water spring fishing. Mostly trout, but you can catch bass if you go low and slow. These particular finesse baits are really more for summer fishing. Too much glue in there. Take some of that glue out, or else it'll cloud the eyes. You don't want cloudy eyes, right? Oh, come on, where are you? There it is. Let's see what we got. The red in spring is something I've never been stuck to. But this year I have a red crankbait and chatterbait, and we'll try put it into. Typically, red is great for warmer water. So our water's cold right now, so I won't be doing a lot of red. Unless you're trout fishing. Now, red is very, very bright to trout. But trout, this is the best color for trout, blue. Mind you, they're not going to hit this lipless, but, you know, well, they might. Big trout. I've had German browns hit those. All right, what do we want to put on that? We want to put, what do we got here? I think silver. Let's see what silver looks like on it. Too small. I think I've got some more silver over here in a box. Where's my box? Box of there they are. These are blue. That would look great, but the eyes are too big, I think. I don't think I have anything small in here. These are all really big eyes. Beautiful eyes, though. Beautiful eyes. These, you get so many eyes. All right. I have to buy some more eyes. That's the size I want. Let's see what I got in here. Pile of eyes over here. Blue would look great. But I want the right size. You want to go as big an eye as you can on these, because it really sets them off. It's like a reflector in the water. Not yet. Oh, I got a lot of eyes, huh? All right. I don't think I have the right size eye for that lipless, or for that square bill. It's just too big. This is just too big. It'd be great if I can make it work, though. Let's see what I can do. That looks pretty cool. All right, just because I want to. Try not to glue your finger on it. Glue my fingers on it. Bam. Don't glue your fingers. With the epoxy sitting on top of that, that'll look pretty hot. Nice big giant eye on that. That'll look good. Yeah, big eyes do get attention. Yep. There's an artist, that's what she did. All her art were, in fact, the movie was called Big Eyes. Don't do that, Mike. Okay, fell on the right side. I'm trying not to glue my fingers to it. There we go. That looks pretty hot. That really does look really cool. That looks cool. Can't really put that down on the table because of the way the glue's sitting, so we're just going to hang that up. All right, now I got this other one. I really don't have the right size eye, and these eyes are too big for that. So, what can I do with this? Silver would look really good on that. It's my biggest silver eye I got. I love big bait, so that's why I run out of big eyes. You know, those. Just too big. Just too. Oh, there's one. There's the right size eye. It's just I only have one. That won't work. So many eyes fall away. All right. Let's see how funky this looks. Well, that doesn't look too bad. We'll go with that size eye. Slide it back. Always appreciate what the bait maker has to go through just to get this thing to sit nice and easy. There it goes. There we go. That looks real good. So, silver looks good on this one. Good contrast to it. Oh, dang it. Too much glue again. Take some of that glue out. Okay. Back. Putting an eye on. There we go. Bam. Dropped right in there. So that is that one. Here in Florida we have corkies for speckled trout, saltwater, and they have huge Google eyes. Sweet. Hey, Robert. Big eyes do get attention, and I'm just, you know. So now this gotta sit for a while. Get these things to dry up some, and then I can clear coat it. Man, I hate it when things drop in purgatory down there. It really is purgatory. Can't find a diddly squat when it falls on the carpet. This carpet's got a big bass on it. Gift from my daughter. Something for the man cave. Alright, I'm going to just hang these up. And let them dry. And clean up. I'm very excited about going fishing next week. I really, 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 really miss being out on my boat. And I made that new tackle center. Oh, it looks so good. I drilled through and got the mounting figured out. Looks really good. Hey, fishing frustration. There's one of them. So it's got silver eyes on this magenta and blue. It's actually that's a color shifting paint job. And then this, oh, I love these crappie ones. That looks really, really, really good. So, like I said, we got some great baits to go out there. And oh dang it, my finger took the eye off. Dang it. I hate when this happens. Finger gets stuck. There it goes. And down in purgatory. Wait. So, good news. I mean, next month my channel will be partially monetized. And I really think that I'll be fully monetized by summer. I really did. So this is a real pretty one. You guys saw me paint this color shift also. But real pretty jerkbait. That is just really came out really good. So man, I gotta redo my wall over here. Organize it somehow. One thing in retail I hated was planograms. That pegboard's a big giant planogram. High winds here as the rain approaches. We'll have a little bit of rain this week. I'm going to Nevada for a few days, but and then I'll come back, and of course next week we'll start fishing. I'd be out on the canoe chasing crappie. Yeah, I really want to do some crappie fishing this year too. I mean, we have a good crappie lake about an hour and a half from here over in Ashland. And it's called Emigrants. Great crappie lake. Love to do some crappie fishing over there. I mean, we have crappie in Lake of the Woods. They're just not big. Emigrants has amazingly good sized crappie. I mean, they're big giant crappie. So yeah, this is what I got to do next is that wall. I know it. I know. The wall's got to be organized. Huh. I just take everything down, I guess. Take it all down. Figure out, areas, your soft plastics, swim baits, crank baits, topwater baits, all that fun stuff, spoons, and then other stuff. I mean, that's a lot of work. I don't have enough, what you call pegs for all those baits. I have a lot of baits. I got a lot of baits. And then this over here, let's see. So you can see the spinner. Those are reorders. And then, of course, these ones we just did. That's Bob over there in the fish tank. Yeah, I gotta do it, though. I gotta do that. I think in the end it'll be really cool looking. Right now it's just a mess. I'm just throwing stuff up on that thing like a dart. Just doing it. I don't know. I was supposed to do an interview with the owner of Cajun Rods yesterday, but he was sick. So we rescheduled it next week. So look for, the honeydew wall. Next week you're going to see me interview Mike over at Cajun Custom Rods. And he's the founder and owner of Cajun Rods. So I'm pretty excited about doing another interview on the channel. I interviewed Ethan from Mule Fishing one time. That's on the channel somewhere. And anyway, we just gotta. This is not really a honeydew list. This is more of a hubby-do. I mean, this is gonna be a lot of work, right? This is a lot of work. But yeah, I got these for $5. These whole cards. How cool is that? Couldn't pass that up. Plus, it's kind of nostalgic, but those are really good spoons. This, also $5. These little spinners. Pretty nice, huh? I like those. And this one also. These spoons, the Fjord. Quarter-ounce spoon. See? Everything falls. So those are pretty cool too. I mean, I got the whole cart for $5. It was on in a local tackle shop in a bin. All right, so we got frogs. We got finesse. So work finesse down to big. Down here, big. Because I'm more of a finesse fisherman, right? I know. Oh! All right, I need some box or something. Maybe I don't really want to put it in. All right, I'm just going to have to put it over here on the desk. All right. Oh my goodness. So this is a good little thing for finesse. We can put finesse baits on this little thing, but we just got to move it. Make it look nice. Just like all these. Make it look nice. I know. It's a lot of baits. Look at this beast. Nice deep diving bait. Look at that. Woo, boy, this thing can go down 15, 20 feet. Gotta love stuff like that. Oh, I hate these really multi-jointed baits. I really don't like these, but You know, when I was not so bright, I bought that. You know, 4 sections is about as most I could go with a swim bait nowadays. And there's not necessarily reason for that, but I see some of these are just imperfect ones. You can see some specks there. Still catch fish, but won't catch a fisherman. I love this bait. This one came out so good, this bluegill. So good. It was really a pretty bait. Great bait too, great blank. Yeah, Robert, I'm going to interview Mike, so I love my Cajun rods. I mean, there's 6 of them on that wall right there. I love my Cajun rods. I mean, for the money, you just can't beat it, you know? The one you've got, that medium, fantastic rod for $100. Handmade. You want to say made? Lifetime warranties? All right. So, here's what we do. We sort of work on this section, and then work our way down. Now this is actually a really cool trick to do on a bait. See that spinner on the back? This is a great idea. Adds a lot of flash to the bait, elongates it, makes it look like a swim bait. Catch some really great fish that way. All right, so we want to put finesse up on top. Sort of work our way down some. So I'm going to take all these down. Pogs. You know, in your retail, it's called a pog, planogram. And pogs, I hate pogs. That's why I always made employees do it. I never want to do a pog. You got to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and do it exactly, or else if you're off even one, messes up the whole thing. All right. So there is that. Again, finesse up on top. I'm more of a finesse guy than I am anything else. Tiny little baits. Tiny little baits. Any other time? Yeah, here's one. This poor thing's been taking a beating, but it actually is a really good bait. I keep replacing the hooks on it, but it is battle worn. Yeah, it's battle worn. Another one. Tiny little baits. Little itty bitty baits. So now these can be closer together. Pogs are very tight typically. Designed to maximize space. Pogs. Alright, what do we got else here for small? Another small one. Little 6 cents ones. Alright. We got lipless. Got a lot of lipless. So that's crazy, huh? Alright. My liplesses. My lipless. Oh, I used to fish for lipless all the time. It was my go-to thing. Lipless was. It's actually more of a finesse lipless. It's a smaller guy. Another finesse. Alright, coming up. Fire tiger. Sexy shad. Lots of lipless, huh? So now, we're just sort of like consolidating it. What do we got over here? Square bills. Those are all square bills and round bills. We're not to square bills and round bills yet until we get over here. Alright. Other lipless. Nice thing about lipless too is that lipless can fish at any depth you want. It's top water, so my favorite thing to do in the summer. Top water baits. Alright. Jerk baits, top water baits. Alright. I'm gonna go top water. Another finesse. Deep diving finesse. Sometimes you just find stuff when you do stuff like this. Are we in square bills yet? My favorite top water. Totally beaten up. Who hooks up? Whopper plopper. Swim baits, lipless. Actually, those are lipless swims. Jointed, I should say. Technically, it's a lipless. Come on, let's go. Good. So voila, it's starting to look good, huh? Looking good. I want a trout trigger bad. Not sure if they still have that model. Trout triggers. I remember that. More top waters. Top waters here. This guy's a buddy of mine carved this. Really nice. weighted it down. Some pocket baits. Really don't need trash up here, do we? It's just trash. Never buy Charlie Brewer. Charlie Brewers, they're trash. Mule fishing, best on the market. Charlie Brewers just keeps breaking off. All right, well, we're getting there. This is top water. These are frogs. These are frogs, so yeah. Bending down when you're fat is difficult. All right. Gotta put this to where I can see them. Frogs. Ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Frogs. All right. What do we got now? Well, we got a lot of finesse right here. This little box, yeah? Tons of finesse. Rainbow trout glide bait. How little that thing is. Tiny. Ow. You're not bleeding, you're not fishing. Alright. Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Look at all this. I got a lot of stuff. Now, let's get these things done. Try not to get my finger again. Alright, there's one. Ah! I really do like using sharp hooks, but there's a penalty to using sharp hooks. Blood. Now this is a kind of a neat. I found this one on a lake, stuck in a tree. Nice little popper. Oh, this is a great bait. Oh, this is a really good bait. One of my favorites. Never know what you find, right? Untangling all these stupid hooks. This is a whopper plopper popper. I use these a lot for smallmouth bass. They work just extremely good. Let go. Yeah, that's a whopper plopper popper. Yeah, that's a good one. One of my favorites. All right. Oh, this is a good one too. This is a whopper plopper. Catch a lot on this one too. I'm going to have to replace the hooks on this. And that's really not pushing into me. You know you're not. Whopper plopper. It's a good bait. That's a real good bait. Ah, stupid. There this a good bait too. I can't tell you, I didn't make this. This is I bought this in a store, and that little guy is amazing. It's like 8 out of 10 casts you'll catch something. It's an amazing little bait. Really good bait. It's a good one. Okay. Oh, look at all these. Oh my gosh. You got a lot of baits. So the real question is, how many baits does a fisherman need? You guys come up with the answer? How many baits does a fisherman need? It's usually your wife asking you, how many baits do you need? All of them. That's the answer. I always just say more. How many do I need? More. Always need more. I don't know why. It's just, that's the way it works. More. Oh my God. All right. We're going to need to move this here. We're going to take this here. Put a few of them on here. These are all the same. This one glows in the dark. Not bad. We got these. These would be really cool to put in the middle. You know, these cards. Maybe on this side. Put that up higher. Yeah. I love this one. This is a great one. Right? Nice and colorful. Ah. Wait. Oh, these are cheap. Stupid carpet. Pliers. There's my pliers. I got them somewhere. Always have a Leatherman. There we go. Out of the carpet. square bills would be next, I would assume. Square bills. Plastics, come over. Put the plastics over here. These are beautiful, by the way. Look at those. Really pretty paddle tails. Put that over there. Top water. Really good fishing line. Get new tails for these. Lots and lots of square bills. Probably the most popular bait I use is a square bill. Always buy 6 cents on sale. Never pay full price at 6 cents for something. Make fantastic baits, but they're expensive. So always go to the clearance section. Always go to the clearance section. All right. 4 more square bills. That's why you put them on one at a time, not a whole bunch of them at one time. It's like going through your tackle box. Six if I said. Actually, that's more of a top water. Boy. Yep, you need all of them. Crazy. Whew, my goodness. It looks better though, doesn't it? Looks a lot better now. Okay, take care, Robert. Looks a lot better. I know, I've been having to do this for a while. Quite a while. Alrighty, we'll just keep going. black magic. You catch a lot of fish on a black bait. You really do. This is one of the better baits from Sixth Sense Designs, the black magic. I painted a few of them, and they work. Another cloud 9. Oh, I got a lot more behind me, I know that. Put them on the desk, didn't I? Woo! Yeah, I got a lot more here. Ooh, what do we got? About 10? Have enough pegs? Alright. This is why I never like doing planograms. It's tedious, boring. In the end, it looks good though. Come on. I tie spinner baits. It's a pain. Yeah. Although I like I do spinners and they're super easy to do. I bought a little machine thingy that does it. It's just so good. All right, I'm working on it. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, I got this really cool thing. Well, let's see. For spinners, I mean, for doing the wires. There it is. It's called the Tackle Tool by Jan's Netcraft. And it just does all the wire twisting for you. I like that thing a lot. You can knock it out in a minute. Really nice. All right. That's looking pretty nice, actually. All right. Plastics. Take the plastics down. Got some round bills here, a few of them. Yep, 4 or 5 of them. Some round bills right here. I'm running out of pegs. Knew I would. Probably stick this one right here. Put 2. Both these have spinners on them. Really nice. Really elongates it, creates a nice swim pattern to them. Get a lot more fish with the spinner on the back. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good now, huh? Almost retail-esque. Oh, it'd be tighter. Retail would tighten it up right like that, but that's all right. I ain't in retail no more. All right. Largo shads. Boy. Spinners. Oh, you tie flies. Oh, yeah. I never got into fly tying. I wish I... Well, no, I don't really wish I did. I don't know. My hands are steady enough to tie flies. Got a couple more. Lipless over there. Okay. There we go. That looks good. Good, good, good. I do have some more lipless. 3 of them. Can do this. Yeah, that'll work. And then that works. 3 lipless. Lipless. Lipless, and where's the other one? I could have sworn I saw a third one somewhere. Well, maybe not. All right. Square bill. Big old round bill. It's a jointed round bill, but still. We can go there. Another one. All right. We haven't got to the trout section yet. Make sure I don't sit on a bait. All right, so finesse, lipless, squares, and rounds. Jointed, I guess, would be my next one, right? Do all my jointed baits. They're rather big. So let's take these things off. All right. Use larger pigs for that. One of my favorites. This is a beast. Top water wake bait, 7.5 inch. Will definitely get him to jump. Man, that's a good bait. Crappie, glide, acid trip. That is a total acid trip. Oh, here's another acid trip. I don't know what else. Another acid trip. Not as bad as that trip. But still, what was I thinking about? That's a really good one. And then this one is sort of a rainbow trout multi. This thing looks crazy in the water. It really does. Put a lot of glitter in that one. All right. So those are those, and let's pull this off. My favorite. I'm thinking about selling this one. Like a $50 bait. Gamakatsu hooks, really. And the hooks pivot. It's a great bait. Really good bait. We haven't done jerk baits, have we? Ah, that's a big category. Jerk baits. Jerk baits is a big category. So let's that can go there. Jerk baits. But I got these. These basically have to be repaired. These, I have to put new tails on. New tails on these. My favorite topwater bait is the jitterbug. I don't know if I must be an East Coast thing. You know, you guys have cicadas back east. We don't have them here. We don't have cicadas. It would still work. I just don't have them. All right, so those two need new tails. Oh, it's a big one. This is a big one. A big round bill. haven't done trout. We haven't done jerk baits. I got some pretty cheesy jerk baits here, though. Probably do these for those cheesy ones. Yeah, we'll just stick them all on there. Because they're, I mean, I think I sort of like Timu quality. You got to replace hooks on these things all the time. But, you know, they do catch fish. You just got to replace the hooks. Come on, let go. Let go. Those are the cheesy ones. Back when I was poor, didn't know any better, when I was truly terrible at fishing, you buy crap like this, but you don't throw it away for some reason. I don't know why. Give it to a kid, I guess, on the shoreline. He'll catch something with it. And then one day he'll probably give it to another kid after he realizes what I gave him. All right, I got that. We got this jointed bait. We got a few more topwater hollow bodies. All right, we'll stick those there. Jointed bait. Another jointed bait. Do. It's looking pretty good. Pretty good. There's a jointed bait. We just slide you over. Small to large. Maybe what's inside some of these. Mad bite. Oh, when I was with Gas King. Oh, these are little flies. I don't know how to put those up there. Flies, you know, see the little flies? I don't know how to put them in a bucket, I guess, just like I had them. I wish I had a little sticker thing put on it. I see another jointed. Bait. I guess I don't have as many of these as I thought, so we're going to put those down here. Alright. Got a lot of plastic still. Soft plastics. We can kind of make an area here, although what are these? Oh. Look at that baby. It's a deep diver. Burton's. No, I remember this one. It's really cool. It's from the Ukraine one. I probably felt bad for the Ukrainians when they got invaded. Still do. It's pretty bad. baby. That was another beast. Get a few of these here. Square it off a little bit. I know. You know, once it's done, it's done. So that's a good thing about it. That's a beast. And this guy. Bam! That's what I'm talking about. Top water mouse without the tail. What's the tail? Alright. It's looking pretty good. Looking good. Hey, native. Alright, so. Alright. I don't know what to do next. Do have some trout spinners here. Probably put trout spinners right here. Just hang them on that. It's also, I got a, oh yeah, dude. I got a jitterbug, or a chatterbait too. Oi! Hey, mama. Oi. Alright. That. Oh. That and there's a chatterbait. It's kind of a one-off. I put my chatterbaits in my jack box. So I love chatterbaits. Alright. A lot of plastics. I could go there. Need long pegs for them though. How many long pegs I got? How many? Few. Got a few. All right. Now I got some funky stuff. Another long peg someplace. I gotta have another long peg someplace. Another buzz bait. Put that buzz bait right there. Oh, come on, Mike. You're always going to come down to like 1, right? Oh, let's see if anything fell on the floor, because there's always something on the floor. Right? Oh, I kind of cleaned up earlier. Another spinner and a round bill here, but yeah, see, yay! I knew it. There's always something on the floor or on the chair. I know. Hands and knees, hands and knees. It's getting up that's hard. Getting down is easy. Getting up, that hurts. Forgot about you, didn't I? This is the hard part. All right, we're working good. We did good. We really did good. Looks pretty darn good. Look at that wall. Looks like a tackle shop. Let alone what I got on my spinner. There's 80 of them on that spinner over there. The answer is more. It's always the answer. Goodness. Got some hooks. Put those up there. Really good. And another swim bait. Put that there. Jerk bait. Actually, you go right here. Hide those ugly ones. Spinner. Tiny, I don't ever remember that one. All right. Woo! Oh boy. I know it. How can I be exhausted over doing such menial tasks? Looks pretty good though. The rocks fell out of my ears as part of my brain. You know, I've never caught a fish on a buzzbait. Never, ever. I've tried. Never caught a fish on a buzzbait, so I don't use them much. I got them, but I don't use them much because I don't know. Maybe it's a technique that I don't know. I have to learn it, I guess. But, you know, use whopper popper walking bait, you know, pencil bait, spook, you know, and a wake bait, dude, all day long. But a buzz bait, I can't catch it. I just can't catch a fish with a buzz bait. Man, that looks pretty good. Hey, Evie. Black and white. She doesn't usually come down here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Eve. Evie. I put some fishing poles out there. She's checking them out. She goes, those weren't here last time I was down here. Yeah. Most of them are broken, though. Hi, babe. Hi. Come here. Yeah. Well, come here. Come here. That's my black and white. She's a biggie. But, you know, she's... took me 6 months to tame her because she was feral. And I almost gave up taming her. But she finally, right about when I was ready to give up, she came around. So she was part of a litter up in the eaves of a store I was working in. And most of us, you know, we all took one kitten, and that was one I took. And boy, she was a mean one. Whew, boy. You have to want it. As long as it's on top of the water, you know, work. Yeah, you know what? I know native. I mean, it's just... Technically, I know how to work it. But I'm blaming me because I know they work. It doesn't work for me. I don't know. But there are some great baits on that wall. Really good baits. And what I put in my boat, really good baits. You know, the trick, you know, the hard thing is about picking a bait. You know, how do you pick? When you have a wall like that, picking baits to put in a box is really, really, really hard. So you put a variety. You put black ones, you put bright ones, you put medium ones. And you kind of, you do all sorts of different ones. Well, I love topwater hits. I mean, you can't get better than, you know, it's the best fishing in the world. You know, when I'm walking a spook across the water and all of a sudden, boom, it hits. There's nothing better than a blow up. I mean, in fishing, to see a bite from beginning to end is the best feeling there is. So, yeah, that's, yeah, it looks pretty good, man. I'm pretty happy with the way that looks so far. I mean, there's a little bit here and there. Gotta do some. I need to get some more pegs. I use a lot of pegs. But that looks really cool. Oh my goodness. Oh, you guys have probably never seen this before. See that picture? It's one of my pieces. I did that. It's one of my pieces of art. Really, really, really. It means a lot to me, actually. I mean, I do a lot of art. But that one right there has a lot of symbolisms. There's so much in that picture that, you know, people see it. They just see, an android. But there's so much in that picture that means a lot to me. The space, the darkness, the fractal mirror, her expression, the mechanics of her. I mean, all that means something to me. And when I created the picture, I was going through some pretty tough times. And came out really good. Just exactly the way I wanted it. So, I was fishing a creek and watched a bass come from underneath the grass and slam. Yeah, I mean, that's fantastic. There is no better feeling seeing a blow up on your bait. And when I take people out at Lake of the Woods and I teach them how to fish, and they get their first topwater hit, they are just stoked. I took a bunch of kids in their kayaks, and boy, it was so cool. It's cool, and it was a nice, yeah. Well, a lot of times you will get, at least a 1-pounder, on a good blow up, and then I've seen 10-pounders blow up, and that's like throwing a stick of dynamite in the water. I mean, they're just huge, and they fight like nobody's business. So those are all my 45. Those are some of my 45s. There's Elvis Presley up here, Righteous Brothers. We got some of the best 45s up there that you could collect. 45's a record, by the way. I don't know how old you are. I haven't put a battery in the clock, so that's not really the time it is. So, but yeah, we're going to do some clear coating of these that we put eyes on. So these are the ones we put eyes on earlier. So as soon as the glue dries, then I can clear coat them. And then in about 36 hours, then I can go ahead and start fitting them with stuff. My parents have 45s. And it's just, yeah. In my generation, this is what we did with our allowance. We would get $1 and we'd go to the record store and we'd flip through the top 40 and we'd buy a record. You know, there's some really cool trivia. Like, you know, Queen's We Are the Champions. All right? Well, We Are the Champions was a 45, but on the flip side, which is usually a garbage song, was We Will Rock You. So on that 45, you had 2 number 1 hits that became number 1. And the reason those 2 songs are always played together on the radio is because they were flip sides on the 45. Probably didn't know that, but it's true because I owned the 45. We are the champions and we will rock you. Yep, they were the opposite sides of each other on a 45. So, oh yeah, the Fire Tiger. Yeah, that came out really cool looking. And I did a splatter technique on the head just to give it a little bit of texture. I just splattered it. And the crappies came out really nice. Looked really nice too. I really like these crappies. They came out really, really good. So, yeah, and then, I mean, I can catch fish with all these. Everybody loves Queen, man. I mean, it's like Freddie Mercury was a genius, and what a talent. But when that 45 came out, We Are the Champions was the song that was released. And then we had We Will Rock You on the other side, and everybody just fell in love with the flip side. And nowadays, they're always played together. Killer Queen is my favorite song by Queen. Yeah, how do you pick one song, though? To be honest. I mean, back then we had the best bands. I mean, we had Queen, Boston, Styx, Eagles. I mean, we had really good bands back then. We called them super bands back in the 70s. And they were, ELO, Electric Light Orchestra, Earth, Wind, and Fire. These were all super bands. So, OBS disconnected. How is that possible? Oh, it's reconnection. Oh, what's it doing? Black Sabbath, Ozzy, yeah, Zeppelin, Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven, you got it, Robert Plant, boom. I mean, we all tried to play it backwards and heard nothing. You hear it? Oh man, I can't hear it. We're usually wasted. Go backwards. Yeah, when we got married, we've been married 37 years, I bought Kathy a ELO album. And I called up, I don't know if it was the warehouse or somebody like that. It was a record store. And I said, I want to order this ELO album. And she goes, okay. So I ordered it, and I get this phone call. She goes, Mr. Ruffino, we have your Electric Light Orchestra. I go, you don't know who ELO is? I go, you're working in a music store. You're probably pierced up and tatted up all the kingdom come. I mean, you don't know who ELO is. I mean, ELO. Come on. Super band. Oh, that's like saying you don't know who Supertramp was back then. It was like Supertramp was Breakfast in America. Absolutely amazing. No, it isn't. The new music's got nothing on the music of my generation. My kids can tell you all the bands that I just mentioned because they're raised with it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know Taylor Swift. You know, I know she dates a football player and she's a billionaireess, but I don't know. I don't know the new music. I don't listen to it at all. I just listen to my generation, so I don't know. I know Smash Mouth because I watch Shrek. Sometimes I know them through a movie, a funny movie. It's Smash Mouth, right? Yeah, I think it's Smash Mouth. I only know one song that they did, which is the Shrek song. But next week we're going to be out on the lake. I want you to... Oh, and an interview with the owner and founder of Cajun Rods, which makes like half a dozen of those rods back there. I got a really good get, and I was supposed to interview him yesterday, but he wasn't feeling good. So we're going to interview him next week probably, and we'll get on the water next week, and we'll just start using these baits and just start catching fish. Although these are warm water baits, what I did today, I did do some really nice, a series of spinners, trout spinners. We're going to use those and really work on that design. And we're just going to have fun. Finally get back out on the water. I mean, I did do the steelhead fishing recently, but one time in 6 months ain't going to do it for me. So now we can start going out fishing again. Oh, Bob Seger's great. Oh, yeah. You know, turn the page, Kansas, you know. Oh, yeah. Dust in the wind, among many other things of Kansas. But Bob Seger's, his best album, Night Moves. Night Moves. A Stranger in Town. It's called Stranger in Town, that album. It had Night Moves on it and stuff like that. But best album that Bob ever put out. And Peter Frampton. I'm a huge Frampton fan. I mean, Frampton Comes Alive was #1, the best-selling live album in history. And I saw him in concert. My hands were on the stage. I was as giddy as a schoolgirl. America, fantastic group, absolutely. You know, I mean, and those are great. America's a really good guitar. You know, 3 chords, just like the Eagles. Anybody can play an America song. Real easy. You know, Alan Parsons is also I'm a big fan of Alan Parsons' project. And Alan, he did Dark Side of the Moon. He engineered that album for Pink Floyd. He did Al Stewart's Year of the Cat back then. All the Ambrosia stuff he did. Of course, he did his own thing too. And I met Alan for my 25th wedding anniversary 12 years ago. And I mean, I couldn't speak. I was starstruck. And then he was really cool. He said, "How are you?" You know, he really got me to relax a little bit in front of him. And fantastic. I mean, Alan Parsons is a genius in music. I mean, he started his career at Abbey Road Studio when the Beatles were there, and his Tales of Mystery and Imagination was the most expensive album in history back in the 70s. And each song was an Edgar Allan Poe short story. Look it up. And The Raven became a cult favorite. My favorite is the Cask of Amontillado on there, although The Fall of the House of Usher was narrated by Orson Welles on that album. And I mean, the Telltale Heart is a really heavy, hard rock song. Actually, the lead singer from Ambrosia actually sings that on that album. And Dr. Tar and Professor Feather, fantastic. I mean, it was a great album. Really, really good. Mozart, well, now you're really dating yourself. I didn't go back to Mozart. That's my wife. She's a concert pianist. Yeah. All right, buddy. I'm gonna let you go. And I want to thank you for stopping by. Hit thumbs up. I don't know if you did already, but I mean, just watching me organize that, put eyes on these, and just nothing. Nice thing is, the more things I found over there, you get to learn a little bit something about them. So you take care. Say hi to your mom and